Well, good evening, Facebook community. This is Jennifer. Hopping back on my Live at 5 series on financing and budgeting. If you've been catching my live videos over the past few days, I've talked a little bit about, budgeting, why we need to do it, saving money, how to get out of debt, that type of thing. So what I wanted to share with you today is how I feel about a budget. First I'll share some of the common objections, why it doesn't work for some and benefits, and then I'll, share with you why, the areas that I'm struggling with it or have struggled in my attempts at a budget. So a couple of reasons that people don't like a budget, and maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll disagree, maybe you'll have other ideas, but oftentimes people say they're too restrictive. They don't want that restriction put on them. Maybe they've been controlled by a spouse or significant other with their budget in the past in controlling ways, and it brings back negative, feelings and such that they no longer want to do that. And also the fear of finding out really where they're wasting money and where they're, overspending perhaps. And out of those three things, I'd have to say, my biggest issue or concern with doing a budget is the last one, the fear of finding out what I'll find, what will be uncovered, where am I really spending all of that extra money? For as much as I try and as hard as I try, I'm sure there's, I know there's unnecessary spending at times, and I'm really trying to get a better control of it. But as I've been working on this series to try to help others, it's helping me as well and helping me identify, things for myself that I can identify and work on and improve. So that was what I had come up with for, why I've had the fear of doing a budget all along is, really when I think about it, maybe I just don't want to really know what my bad habits are. So I'm ready to face those fears and get those under control and under target. Some of the reasons why a budget doesn't work for people if they make it past their fear of doing a budget and get it is, they often have trouble figuring out what all needs to go in a budget. Your budget is different every day, or not every day, I'm sorry, every month. So you have to redo your budget monthly. And if, you're like me with kids and such, there's always unexpected things, or at least they seem unexpected to me, that are coming up, whether it's with activities or clothing needs or school projects or whatever it is. So that's my biggest area of struggle with a budget is really trying to identify what all I need to put in it every month and how it changes and varies. So I've been working pretty diligently and hard at trying to, minimize those unexpected expenses or, surprises and such. And then sometimes people just don't, do their budget. That's a good reason why it wouldn't work. And another reason is they do the budget, but then they lose focus and they don't follow it. And I'd have to say I'm guilty of that one as well. I've sat down and have attempted a budget various times. I do well at first, then I lose focus and get frustrated, and, it's just easier not to do it and back to square one. So we're trying again. So they're, two of the reasons that I struggle with a budget. Now, certainly there's definitely benefits to a budget, as, I've mentioned before. It helps keeps our finances under control. It, helps us know where our money's going so we don't have to worry about where's that money coming from for some of those necessary expenses. It cuts down on over-necessary or unnecessary spending. And it can also help, eliminate financial crises when, you're constantly having overdrafts or, late fees, things of that nature. Budget really helps with that. So that's actually the main reason, I'm really hoping to, get to a budget so I can eliminate the stress that comes along with all of those what seem like unnecessary or unexpected expenses. So, I hope this series on, budgeting and financing is, being beneficial to you as well or helpful in some way. I know for myself it is. I'm looking forward to working on a budget. I hope you are too. And if there's any other way I can help you, you can always feel free to reach out to me as well. I'd love to share, some of my thoughts and tips as well as struggles. Or anything else I can help you with. So otherwise, I hope everybody has a great evening, and I will see you again tomorrow.